Hello, welcome to the video. I was just about to start on a little upcycling project, so we're just gonna jump right in today. I thrifted a while back. I thrifted this like candle holder thing, and I don't really like the color or the finish on it, but I thought I could try painting it so that it looks more like a terracotta pot. And then it's kind of, there's not as much surface area as I thought, but if I can make it work, then I want to use my molds and air dry clay just to add some ornamentation, some decoration to it. So we'll see. I'm gonna start out, I think I'm gonna start by just painting it right now, and then once it's dry I'll mess around with some of this other stuff. Yeah, so we'll get started on this and then we'll see where the wind blows us for the rest of the video. I kind of want to go do something fun now that the weather is getting warmer again. I was thinking about bringing back like artist dates. I did the Artist Way last summer, and part of that is going on artist dates where you just go do something fun just to like fill your creative cup, look for inspiration, just give yourself room for ideas to come through and stuff like that. So maybe we'll figure out something to do for an artist date in this video, and then yeah, just have a chill hangout time. Okay, let's get this paint mixed up. I am going to try the technique where you mix the paint with baking soda so that it has like a matte kind of rough finish. I've never done it before, so this will be a fun little experiment. I'm gonna try to mix up an orange color. This one is pretty close to what I want, but it is old. It's very old, so I'm not sure what this looks like inside. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work out. I'll just mix my own. It's fine. I'm gonna need like way more paint than this probably. That looks close, I think. Let's just do, yeah, I'm gonna need way more. Okay. Sprinkle in some baking soda. That was too much baking soda. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh, okay, alright. Ooh, so pasty. It's a very interesting texture. Let's see if it sticks at all. I should have maybe done like a layer or two of just the color without the baking soda. Probably would have been a good idea. I'm gonna get my shit together a little bit. I changed my shirt. I didn't want to get paint on my sweatshirt, so I need to mix a lot more paint. So I got a little plastic container. This isn't like terrible, but it's very kind of terrible. I need to wipe off some of these clumps. I have this mat so that I don't get stuff all over the table, but I still get stuff all over the table. Okay, red and yellow makes orange. I'm just gonna do a little bit of baking soda, just a little bit to start. Kind of do a little bit more than that. Okay. We'll see. We'll see how that works. It's kind of like a little bit thicker, but not totally dry like it was before. I think this is better so far. So far, this is looking a lot better. Yeah, this is definitely a lot more correct than whatever I was doing to begin with. I think that maybe I wanted it to be a little bit more brown though. Probably just add a little bit more brown to this mixture and go over it again after this is dry. But I don't know. I mean, it's pretty orange. Let me grab an actual terracotta pot and see. This is a lot more toned down for sure. Okay. Last night we watched the movie Sheep Detectives. We don't have kids, but like once in a while I still like to watch the kid movies. They're usually pretty good. And holy smokes, I cried from the beginning to the end of that movie. What a silly name for such an emotional movie. It was good. I liked it. But man, I'm just still thinking about it. Still thinking about it this morning. All right, I think that is pretty good. Okay, I think the color on this is looking pretty good. And there is a nice texture from the baking soda. Yeah, cool. It's not totally dry yet, but it's getting there. Okay, so now I want to do some clay molding. I think this one. Let's see how that looks. I got these molds and I used them in case you didn't see the video from a few months ago. I don't remember when that was. But I made some picture frames with these that turned out really cool. I need it to dry on here so that it dries with the right shape. I kind of cracked it. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? I think I want it to be the other direction actually. There. And I just need to make sure it doesn't move now. Should I glue it on right now? Maybe I should glue it on right now. I just glued it at these 3 contact points over here, here, and over here. Cute. All right, well, so that just has to dry now. And then I'll paint the clay as well. I should have or could have done this part first before I painted it all, but I was being impatient and I wanted to see how the paint thing was going to work at all. So it's fine. I'll just paint it. I'll just paint it when it dries. I need to clean my tools. At some point, I need to take you out to the garden and show you how my flowers are doing. Things are looking really good out there, which is exciting. So I'll have to show you, do a little garden update. I'm gonna go get cleaned up for now, though. Okay, garden update, let's do it. My yarrow plants are growing like crazy. Look at this cute little one. It's like a dark purple and white. Pretty. This one's huge up here. It's got like more of a light pink colored flower on it. Some of these yarrow plants I started from seeds that I direct sowed last summer. 2 of them are plants that I bought at a nursery 2 summers ago, and they have been through it. They have been eaten by critters down to absolutely nothing. The gophers got to the roots last year. There's almost nothing left of both of those plants, but I just kept putting them back. Like the deer also ripped them out at one point. Yeah, but I just kept planting them, replanting them, even though there was like nothing left of them. And now they're doing awesome. So, if you struggle to grow flowers, yarrow is your friend. Okay, what else do we have in here? All of the little babies that I grew from seed this year are doing good. I've got a couple different types of sage, that's what this is, and cone flowers. This one looking a little rough, actually, but I think this might be a black-eyed Susan. And then I've got some daisies. This is a sedum that is looking beautiful. And then this is one too. It got eaten by something earlier this spring, so it's regenerating though, so that's good. These are some sagebrush that just popped up. Look how crazy these black-eyed Susans are. That one's so tall. Is that good? Maybe I should cut it down so it gets bushier instead of tall. I'll have to look into that. More yarrow over here. I've started on a new fence. That's what this is. But I ran out of stuff, so that needs some more work still. But then over here, look at all those little planty babies growing. Cool, very cool. And then we got this little bush last year. I put a drip hose in here. Has been helping with the watering situation. We went out of town for a few days, so I wanted to make sure that these ones back here got watered, because those ones get hit by the sprinklers for the grass. But these ones, I was watering just with a hose every day. So this drip line thing is nice. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Anyway, yeah, I'm happy with how things are looking out here. So it's going well. We are at the park because I have decided that for my artist date, I wanted to bring my roller skates to the park and practice a little bit. I haven't put them on since last fall, and I've only practiced in our shop. I've never done it outside before, so I'm a little nervous, and it took me a lot of like talking myself up to get here. I'm feeling very self-conscious about it because it's like, I don't know, I don't want to see people just see me doing it, but that's silly because it's something that I want to start doing and get good at, and I can't get good at it if I'm not doing it, so I just got to do it. I always try to think like, what would I think if I saw somebody like my age, especially, and like clearly just starting out, like what would I think if I saw them? And I would think, good for them. That's awesome. I want to do that. That looks like fun. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's be brave and just go for it. Okay. Okay. Someday I'll be over there. Well, I did it. That was really fun. Really hard. Really hard. Like my legs feel like jello. I think I went for like 45 minutes, which is pretty good. I feel like I'm gonna feel really sore tomorrow, I think. This is such a good place to learn because it's just like a little loop around a soccer field. Not a lot of people around, a few. I had to like pull over and let a couple bicycles go by and some kids on scooters and stuff, but I was able to do that, so that's good. There's a few spots that they don't look very steep, but they are definitely sloped, and I was a little out of control on those. I had to bail into the grass, but that's good too. You got to practice that kind of stuff. So I only fell once, and I was in the grass, so I didn't hurt myself. Yeah, it was good. I'm glad I did it. It's very hot this morning already, and I am very sweaty. Anyway, I'm proud of myself for doing that. I'm gonna go to the grocery store now and then home. So I'll see ya. I'll see you when I see ya. Okay, let's get back to the project. I added a couple more little clay pieces in this area here because it just felt like it needed a little something extra. It kind of looks like the Lorax or something. Yeah, this is all dry now, so I'm gonna go ahead and just paint it, and then we'll be done. I think that's cute. I like the color a lot better, and then just adding some extra little texture and detail. Now it is a unique little piece of decor. Very cute. Just gonna do some touch-ups on some spots that didn't get covered fully. All right, that was fun. Fun, easy, fast little project. Gotta love that. My battery's dying, so. I put it on the shelf. I can't stop seeing the Lorax in it now, but that's okay. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. I think it would look even cuter with like a candle in it, like a beeswax candle, maybe. Something shaped like this one, shaped, but not in a glass holder. Just like a naked beeswax candle. I think that would look cute. I'm gonna have to track one of those down. Good morning. Lauren and I celebrated our 12th wedding anniversary last weekend, and we went out and bought ourselves a dining set for the deck. It's very nice. I love having it. I also got a new pair of glasses. My old ones were like the really, really thick black plastic frames, and I liked those. I thought they were very cute, but I had them for so long, way too long, and I thought it was time for a little upgrade, and I just wanted to try something different, so I like them. I only wear them for a few minutes in the morning, like an hour in the morning, and then for a little bit before I go to bed at night, so whatever. Anyway, I just came out here to have my coffee and read a little bit. I'm reading Light Breakers by Aja Aja Gabel? Aja. That's how you pronounce it. Aja Gabel. Anyway, it's pretty good. I'm liking it. When I pick it up, I like it, but I'm not ever like feeling drawn back to find out what happens next, really. It's taken me a couple weeks to get through it, but it is a time travel book. And time travel books are never about the time travel. They're about choices. You know, if you had the opportunity to go back in time and change something, would you? You know, but I do get really caught up in the time travel, like the logistics of it, like trying to figure out how it's working and whether or not it's plausible. Because, you know, like I would know if it's plausible. This one works in an interesting way, I think. But it's told through 3 different characters' perspectives, and one of them, the main character, Noah, who is the one doing the time traveling, I think that he is the least interesting character. I don't really like him that much. My favorite character is Maya, who is his current wife, and maybe it's just because she is an artist, so I relate to her more, but I think she's the most interesting character, and she has kind of this little mysterious little subplot going on that I'm curious about. And even like the other character, Eileen, who is his ex-wife, I like her like a lot more than I like him. So it is every time I get to one of his chapters, I'm like, ugh, okay. He's not that bad. I just don't think that he is the most interesting character. Anyway, I want to try and finish it today because it is due back to the library, and then my copy of Yesteryear finally is available. I put my name on the list immediately when that book came out, and I was like 246th in line or something like that. But I have made my way to the front of the line, so I'll get that one this week sometime. Okay, well, that was lovely, actually. I liked that. It's a very philosophical book. I'm sorry that I said that I didn't like Noah. He redeemed himself, and obviously I have empathy for his character, what he was going through. Anyway, pretty good book. Got a little emotional there at the end. I always appreciate a book that makes me feel things.